Hey everyone, thanks for listening to Sex with Emily. Today's show we have Chad and Sunny, the hilarious hosts of Playboy Radio's Ask the Doc podcast. They're joining me in the studio to swap secrets from the adult industry and share sex toy hacks. Plus, we'll be answering some of your emails. So thanks so much for listening. Okay, everyone, you know I've been talking to you about my candles for a while now, my Emily and Tony candles. And if you have not tried them yet, or if you don't even know what hell a massage candle is, they are amazing, truly. And it's not just because they have my name on them, but the truth is I had tried massage candles before, and they were like, okay, I love the concept of a massage candle. I love the fact that a regular candle, you can pour it on your partner and give a massage. That's all great. But the other ones that existed, I just felt were kind of like sticky and didn't make you feel good and didn't smell good. And so I made these candles that are like vegan, except for the beeswax part, but they're coconut oil and soybean oil. They smell amazing and they feel amazing. And the feedback from my listeners have been great. Like people, because I invented those people could change their life. And I got a listener who just emailed me and said, my girlfriend was skeptical at first, but agreed to try the warm oil on me first and gave me a back rub. Then I reciprocated and we had amazing sex. She cannot stop talking about how good the candle smells and how great the massage oil feels. And I'm convinced that the scent and the candle helped us through some of our barriers to sex we faced lately.
Yeah, and in general, it's just a great candle anyways.
Here's the thing. You don't have to give a massage. I'm doing a massage every night. I light it when I get home because it's aromatherapy. It makes you feel good and happy.
Didn't your assistant, Madison, give a candle to her boyfriend's parents?
But took it out of the box so they wouldn't know there was a massage candle? And then they Googled it or something, right, Madison?
She accidentally stuck her finger in the wax.
Oh, and then she knew?
She said it felt good?
She accidentally stuck her fingernail in the wax of the candle.
Insulted.
And she was rubbing it. Was like, this isn't wax. What is this? And I was like, it's massage oil. And she starts rubbing it all over her arm. It's not even lit yet.
Because you don't even have to light it for that part of it.
Yeah, and then she goes to her husband and starts rubbing it on him. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to die. This is so awkward. But
they invited you back, though.
So it's just a good candle.
It's a great candle. Okay, so now you can get a full-size Emily and Tony candle for $28. We just are having a special thing right now on the site.
For
so
the
go to EmilyTony.com. And I think you use code Emily still and you get percentage off. Super
it's
organized
good for Thanksgiving
today.
coming up.
Okay, everyone thinks, it's great for Thanksgiving.
Just put it on the table with the turkey.
Totally, and then everyone gives a massage there afterwards. My family all sat around one Thanksgiving and watched the Kim Kardashian sex video.
Oh, I thought it was going to
be
your mom's sex video that she put out.
Oh my God, dude, we're going to talk about that. Okay, everyone, so thanks for listening and check out the candles.
Look into his eyes. They're the eyes of a man obsessed by sex. Eyes that mock our sacred institutions. Bedroom eyes, they call them in a bygone day.
Hey, Emily, you got a boyfriend? Because my man E here, he just got his heart broken. He thinks you're kind of cute.
A girl's got to have her standards. Oh, my.
Do women know about shrinkage?
Isn't it common knowledge?
What do you mean, like laundry? It shrinks?
Can we not talk about sex so much?
Are you kidding me?
Oh, my God, it feels so good.
Being bad feels pretty good. But you know, Emily's not the kind of girl you just play with.
Listening to Sex with Emily. We're talking about sex, relationships, and everything in between. For more information, go to sexwithemily.com where you can check out all of our podcasts, sign up for the mailing list. Sign up for the goddamn mailing list if you haven't already, because our emails kind of rock. And thanks everyone for listening. I appreciate it. And we have some special people here in the studio. We have Menace.
Hello.
Hi, Menace. So good to be with you.
Nice to see you
per
again.
usual. And we also have Chad Braverman and Sunny Rodgers. They host Ask the Doc on Playboy Radio, which is also a podcast, correct?
Podcast and it's live.
It's live on the radio.
I know nothing. Sunny knows everything.
Okay, so tell me, you guys are awesome.
Around.
You guys are such a cute little pair on your show. You're like,
we got a little thing going on.
I know, I love it. Okay, so
she keeps me in line.
That's good.
Yeah, that's
Madison
what
keeps
nipple
me in line.
clamps are for.
To keep you in line? Keep him in line.
Chad in line.
Are you wearing nipple clamps right now? Because you seem sort of tame.
I took them. I took them off before we came in. I was nervous.
You know what I'm excited about having you guys on the show? There's a lot of things, but I was thinking about it because I was actually listening to your show, and I was thinking so I have a lot. We talk a lot about toys on my show. I think you've heard it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean we do a lot, and it's not just because people sponsor me or whatever. It's I just think that toys are they're a huge part of expanding your sex life. But what I love, usually, it's a lot of women talking about toys. And I'm like, Menace, please take the fleshlight home and try it. Please, he's not as into it, which is fine. But I love that you're straight. I believe you're a straight man. I'm not.
I think so. Yeah, no.
Okay. And that.
So far.
That you've actually, I'm assuming, I didn't listen to all your things, but you have had, and your family started Doc Johnson, which was, which is amazing. sex. You grew up with sex
Thank
toys,
you.
but not only that, I'm assuming use sex toys with women.
Yeah, I mean,
And I've never had a guy who was really that well versed on the show that wasn't like working for, I guess you do work for a company, but you're also like a dude. You seem a guy that you would give tips and like talk about your experience, like, and how you feel about using toys with women and like what's been your experience. Cause I just feel like we haven't had a lot on the show and I just got really excited. I mean, about a month of other things you can talk about, but that's just really cool.
yeah, no, I mean, for me, like I grew up in the business, my family
Talk
did
to me about
start
that.
it.
So
I mean, I just something that I've just haven't been, it was never taboo to me. It was always like, this is what we did. Like, this is our family's business. This is, I don't know, what affords us the opportunity to, this is how you go to school. This is how you do this. This is how you do that.
Daddy
It's
makes
like, okay,
dildos.
it's sex toys. It's dildos. And
I love that.
I think when we were younger, obviously there was like, it was kind of like the fodder for like, my friends and whatever, like, oh, he makes fake dicks and like that type of stuff.
So his dad started Doc Johnson, which has been around for how many years?
40 this year.
40.
Well,
That's amazing.
next 2016 is the 40th. We're just
Right.
getting excited for it already. So
Was there any point like in your? I mean, like, was it a little bit embarrassing and then it got funny, or it was just always?
no, I mean, so
Because I think when I was 12,
the-
it might have been embarrassing if you knew about that.
I think that there was something for me. I mean, I've told the story before, but I'll tell you. I mean, I didn't know what my family did. It was back. I mean, I'm 33, so when I was growing up, it was very taboo. And like my dad, Ron, he didn't tell anybody what he did. It was, the company was health devices. It was like import, export, very like hush hush. So, and my dad's a big guy. And, I honestly probably grew up thinking like he was kind of like mob related or something because he just like kind of looks like it. And so they just never told anyone what we did. And I went there one time, like take your son to work day. And my mom was like, don't take him anywhere. Like, we do not want him. I don't want him walking around. He has to stay in your office. Like, that's that. And my dad obviously just proceeded to like parade me around the entire place. I was young. I was like, I always say I don't know how old I was, but I knew that I had a dick. And I knew that my dad had a lot of them. Like, there was just dicks everywhere. Like, that was what I knew. That's all I knew. And I also knew, though, like, not to say anything. Like, I didn't, like, rat him out to my mom. Like, I didn't tell her. Like, I didn't tell anybody. And probably 6, 7, 8 years later, I actually found out for real from an older stepbrother. I was telling a friend, like, what my dad did, like, whatever the bullshit story was of the day, And my stepbrother was like, that's not what your dad does. And I was like, what's he do? And he goes, he makes fake dicks and pussies. And I was like, I swear to God, I was like, I knew it. Like, I was like, it actually was like a huge burden off of my shoulders. And I actually didn't have a choice in the matter because one of my best friends was there. We were probably 13 at the time. I mean, he went the next day and told everybody. So I think maybe there would have been that like lag time of embarrassment or like, what do I do now? How do I head off this storm? But the truth was when I got to like school the next day, like it was known all of a sudden everyone, and like, look, I think my teachers knew, obviously.
I'm sure, yeah.
And it never wasn't kind of cool. Like even at that young age, like my friends were just kind of like, well, you're Chad. We love you. Like, this is cool.
Right,
Your
that's
dad's
good.
cool.
Yeah.
And like, so then for me,
Were your
it was
parents
just
super cool? Like, was your dad the cool guy?
Yeah.
Like,
No, well, I mean, they're cool people. I mean, then obviously they're super like, liberal and just like,
you gotta be.
it wasn't, I mean, like my dad always said, like he didn't tell people what he did because he thought I'd be judged. But the truth is they probably kept the most kosher house of all my, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
always the people that are kind of like doing it that are like not super crazy. Like he's not having eyes wide shut orgies at his house every weekend.
Well, not when you were there.
Not when I was growing up.
Exactly.
But maybe now.
So this is a good intro to you. So and Sunny, how did you get involved with all this, the sex toys? So you also work at Doc Johnson and do the show together?
I do, yeah. It's kind of funny. I've been in this industry for 15 years now, and I answered an ad, and I was working for, it was an aerospace company that made inertial devices, and I did their licensing for DoD. I got high security items out of the country, and so I answered an ad for looking for licensing, and this recruiter actually placed me with an adult company, and it was licensing adult names. It was Playboy, Hustler. It was like brands, licensing brands, and I went, well, this is more fun than aerospace. So, like,
Sex trumps everything. Okay, it's true.
yeah, so that was exciting.
Okay,
But
and-
I was exact opposite of Chad. I grew up. My dad's a total hippie. Grew up in downtown San Francisco.
Oh, okay, that's
Oh,
where we're
sweet.
from.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I moved here 3 years.
My
We both
people.
moved here 3 years ago. From,
Yeah.
from
Oh,
there.
okay.
Yeah.
So you understand. Totally
Totally.
different. Yeah.
Yeah.
And my mom was exact opposite of my dad. So it was 12 years of Catholic girls' school with the uniform and, you know, my mom with the twin set and the pearls, and we don't talk about sex. And then as soon as I got into college, I became a fiend. I was like, oh my God, what have I been missing?
I think that's
This is what happens. They don't realize that they're
yes.
making
The
you wear the
parents-
skirt, the Catholic
yeah.
schoolgirl. It's all going to go back. It's all
Yeah,
going to
the
go
parents
wrong.
like
Yeah.
try to shun them from all that, or hide them from all of it, and
Right.
then boom, once they get out in the real world, we just had Moxie
Yeah.
Suicide
Right,
on the
Suicide
show.
Girl, right.
Yeah,
Oh,
a
I
couple
love
weeks
them.
ago, and she same thing with her. She was like all buttoned up family, and then the moment that she got to go out in the real world by herself, then it's just like
Yeah, exactly.
it's just opened the floodgates for everything.
Yeah. So this was the perfect storm.
But Sonny's like
You
the
know.
crazy one somehow, and I'm the tame one.
I am.
know.
I grew
Well, 'cause
up in
you
it.
grew up with
True.
fake dicks,
I
so
feel
you're
like I'm
over
the
it.
tame one in the relationship.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What do you have a boyfriend now, or are you
I have
married?
yeah.
A husband, actually.
A husband, and this Friday is our 16th year wedding
Oh my gosh,
anniversary.
happy anniversary.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's great. So
I found
what?
a good one.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so why is why are you the crazy one? Why does he say that?
Because I'll try anything. Several times.
What's the most recent thing that you've tried? Because you think, most recent thing you've tried.
Well, we challenge each other on the show, and my latest challenge was to wear Benoit balls longer than 10 hours because that was my previous
Record?
record.
Personal
yeah.
record.
Benoit balls are
Yes.
kind of like Kegel exercise. They exercise your.
Your PR.
Yes, yes. And so I wore them for 12 hours on Friday. And
During our
Saturday-
show.
I was so,
Of course.
it was. I was a little frustrated the whole show. Saturday they were a little sore, but I swear I felt like Superwoman. I actually felt like I could put a champagne bottle down there and just pop the cork, not a problem.
Because you think it.
They
okay,
were so
but
strong. It was like strong.
which just like
game.
regular? Which ones did you use? Which,
I use the black rose.
Okay.
They're a little weighted and they've got silicone, and I'm a big fan of silicone. And so
okay,
those are the
right.
ones I had.
And do you always do your Kegel exercises regularly?
I do. And
That's
I love
good. It's so
Kegel
important.
wands because they're so fun. You can just put like the little tip in and hang and really show how strong you are and like whip it around and stuff.
Right.
It's totally impressive.
It's so important for women to
Yes.
do them. And I talk about it all. I have an iPhone app called Kegel Camp, and it reminds you to do them every day. Yeah.
Awesome.
I know. It's
Oh my
one of
God, I love you.
Things that yeah, really, because it's so important.
Now you tried out some balls for a while, but
Yeah, I used to wear them around all the time. San Francisco.
yeah.
But then
now
I was.
you're off the balls.
Well, now I
What
have this new thing called.
happened?
I have this amazing. Have you guys heard of the Intensity Intensity? It does your Kegel exercises for you.
No.
It is the most. It looks like a rabbit vibrator, and it's.
Oh, it's the
literally-
Cal item, right?
The what?
It's a Cal item. Yeah.
Exotics?
It was for like 5 minutes, but now
Oh, it's not anymore.
No, they
Doesn't it
tried
like
it.
electrocute you too?
No, it has electrostimulation that stimulates your
thing for
Kegel
me.
muscles. No, it's not electrocution. It's not it's not like all that like the
I
Jimmy
like
Jane.
STEM. I
It
love
is.
it.
So for 5 minutes a day, I do it, and it's like actually really
Get
relaxing
out.
and zen, and it's the most. Like I have to say, like it's changed because I remember to do them sometime now the app, but now it's like it does it for you, and then you have like an orgasm after. But we did a show about it. Everyone in my office tried one. All the girls, we were all in here, and Menace wasn't invited that day. No, but they were like, oh, I had the orgasm before, and then I did it. I was like, oh, I warmed up for it, but it tightens and it you can fit your size. Like you squeeze this. It's hard to explain. It's so hard to explain in the show.
So
Like you
getting
squeeze
one.
so it tightens around you and right around for your muscles, and then you do it for 5 minutes. Put the electro gel on it, and then it's a rabbit vibe. It's awesome. But either way, across
You don't
the
do
board.
your Kegels?
Oh, unfortunately, I don't
Oh
have
man,
time.
you got to.
I know.
Then you won't be a premature ejaculator anymore.
I know, right?
Kidding. I don't know that he is. I've never seen his penis.
That's all hearsay.
Anyway, that's cool.
Allegedly.
But you could use balls, anything. It's so balls. I love talking about balls. It's
Have you
important.
seen the ones that are actually made of stone? They've got crystals and
Ooh, are they like
The Kegel balls?
stones?
Yes,
No.
geodes.
Do you guys make no?
No, we don't make them, but
Keg-
they'll ground you. Like there's different ones.
like
You
the
know how
stone.
crystals have different energies,
Yes.
and so you can put in whatever you need, and it actually grounds
Is it like
your
the stones
veer,
that you
your
put
vagina.
in your scotch and stuff? That type of stuff?
Kinda, yes.
Yeah.
kind of, yes.
Sweet.
I just
Put
heard
it in your
this.
vagina.
I was at the Sexual Health Expo in New York, and there was a woman there who had all the crystals. She gave me some. Like she's like,
Nice.
this one's for that. I'm like, whatever one's calming and relaxing.
Sounds like a
And
fish concert.
Totally do. And then she she gave me some crystals, but I didn't know that she had the Kegel balls there for that.
Yeah.
That's like the perfect storm of
right?
of vaginal pelvic floor.
Yes.
So
Calm me, relax me.
Amazing.
real quick, so you guys also do a radio show. What time is it on? When is it on?
It's
How
on
can we find you?
every Friday.
Every Friday?
From 11 to noon, and
Okay.
that's Pacific Standard Time.
All right, sweet. And
Yes,
what do you
and
guys
it's-
usually cover?
We cover, do you want to talk?
Oh man, I was gonna let you go with this.
What do you guys cover? And how that's
your,
11 to
like-
12.
I'll share.
Sorry, on Playboy
My
Radio
time.
live.
It's
Yeah.
live
And
on
so
Playboy
you have
Radio.
to have Sirius XM or it's
I
on
think
the
it's
internet?
Playboy Radio. No, it's
PlayboyRadio.com.
PlayboyRadio.com. It's
Got it.
available on SoundCloud. It's
That's
available
what
on
I thought.
iTunes.
Okay.
Right.
It's called Ask the Doc. I mean, basically, the concept of the show kind of started very organically, again, with Sunny and I, with our back stories and how we got into the business and whatnot. Like, we find, as I'm sure you guys do with this, like, a lot of people will talk to you about sex, like, not necessarily, like, in that sort of environment. Like, it could be at a dinner party. It could
Right.
be anywhere. They find out what you do, and all of a sudden, we start getting a lot of questions. Our questions definitely more so with sex toys.
Right.
But that does get into relationship questions and sex questions in general and all this. And so really we have a educational program at our company called Ask the Doc, which is different educational like pamphlets and stuff. So like vibrators 101, like anal play 101, like that type of stuff. Just the very basic like layman terms of like what this means, what it is, what type of item is this, you know,
Right.
what type of material is it made out of. We just kind of took that concept and like translated it into a show and just we answer a lot of questions. Like the meat of the show is the Ask the Doc segment, which is people asking
People
us
call
about
in with questions.
Call in
so
with
what is
questions,
the common
write in with
question you get
question.
asked on your show?
I think the biggest for us
I
always
hate people ask me that question, by the way, but I'm asking it to you.
No, you get. I think the biggest thing right now, I think that I hear all the time is just like I want to bring, like I want to do something with my partner, sex toy related or not, and I don't know how to talk about it. Like I think the
Like a woman saying
communication
that, or
is
a man.
always
It's always
they're afraid to
communication.
bring it
It's
up.
so hard
It's-
to like just break through. And
Someone
have
wants
it.
to bring a vibrator in, but they don't know how to tell their boyfriend because they're afraid their boyfriend's going to be like crazy about it, or,
Okay.
or their
So what do you
boyfriend
tell 'em?
wants
I mean, we get
anal
that a lot.
play, and they don't want their girlfriend to think that they're like gay
Right.
because
Yeah.
they want like anal
Oh,
play.
prostate pleasure play.
So
he
it's
wants.
like it's all
right.
these things that I think like we can recommend toys, and there's things that are great for beginners. There's things that are great for you girls who are walking around San Francisco with Kegel balls in.
Both did that.
And then, you know, there's the like kind of just things that sometimes it's like, okay, you got to talk. Like you got to talk
gotta
to
talk
your
about it.
partner about like what you
Yeah.
want to do, because if they don't want to do it and that's just steadfast, you have a decision of like,
Exactly.
is this important enough to you to want to do it? And maybe you need to find someone who's just kind of into that sort of thing with you.
Right.
Or it's not. But if you don't talk about it, it's like it's not going to get anywhere.
People wait so long to talk about things. We were just, on Oliver, we always hear, like, I've been with my boyfriend for 2 years now, and I've had this vibrator sitting in my drawer, and I don't know. And I need a better phrase, but like, it's like ripping a Band-Aid off. You just got to do it. You're not going to die. You always say, like, you just got to ask hey, so I think this would be kind of fun, You
Yeah.
just kind of bring it in, and maybe nothing too intimidating, but something smaller. Like I was going to say, my first vibrator was the pocket rocket.
pocket
Doc Johnson,
rocket.
do people tell you this all the time?
Yeah, I mean that's what we that's what we recommend. I mean, it's the
is.
best. You can't.
Still, it is still. Yeah, I love it. Travel with it.
You have to have it. It's
You
like
have
one of
to
those
have it.
items where I'm just like, you just have to have it. Like it's gonna get you off. It's gonna work. It's non-threatening. It's discreet.
It's
if someone
little- it's a clitoral
finds it, it's
vibrator.
like whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like that with doing the show with you. I've heard that and then the magic wand the most.
Right, probably over 10
Right.
years, I would say. And now the magic wand is unplugged, as we know.
I know.
Which is
You,
very
you've been
exciting.
so
I have
excited
one in my
that
car.
it's wireless.
You do, me
I
too. I
do.
always say that. I'm like, you guys, you could bring your car now and be like, you're masturbating in your car. I'm like, well, you just could. Now I have the option. I don't need a
Yeah,
fucking plug.
you
I
totally
do it
are.
every day. Don't tell
Sonny's in
Chad.
Santa Clarita area. Just get off the streets if you're there. She has like 5 vibrators in her car.
I only have
I have,
3
like-
right now.
I have like 100. I mean,
Oh,
luckily
you
I
go to
haven't-
her house, you can't even walk
I just got a
around. It's-
Sibian. I mean, I don't know what to do. I need to move out.
Have you tried it
Have you
yet?
used it?
Yes.
Okay, what do you think? I haven't tried it.
It's kind of amazing, I have to say. And it
Really?
is the kind of thing where I was at first, like I got it in the first month. I was like, I mean, I got a Sibian. I don't know. Like I have everything else. And it's really not as intimidating as you. Then I talked to them a lot, like how to use it in the show. And like you sit on it, and there's like the dial and like 10,
Yeah.
20 levels, and I've just used the flat top. I haven't like done the insertion part, but because the thing about the Sibian is it's the only toy that actually mimics like you're having sex, like you're in the position. And I had a crazy orgasm. I mean, I'm telling you, it was you do have to kind of get comfortable with it and figure out your spots, but I'm pretty good at knowing what feels good. And I did that. It took me about, I feel like it takes some time, take weeks. And like, it took me like 5-7 minutes. And then I was totally comfortable. And then I had like this amazing orgasm that like my whole body was vibrating and it went through. It was amazing through my entire body.
See,
like my nipples had orgasms. I finally had my nipple orgasm. I swear it was crazy.
You talked about me using toys. Like, this is when I get vagina envy because I will use anything, but we just don't. Guys just don't have this type of thing. I don't have a Sibian. You know, like I've used all of our masturbators here and there when we do different internal textures. I'll try it out. I've used other competitors' masturbators. I've played with prostate massagers and things like that. But we don't have Sibians.
I know.
We don't have a magic wand that plugs into your car lighter. Like, you just don't have this. You can't masturbate in a car.
But you can masturbate in your car with your hand. Flashlight.
We don't have necklaces with vibrators on.
That's true.
Oh,
do you know the Vesper by Crave?
Yes.
Do you have one?
Not yet.
Oh, I should have brought you one. Oh, we'll send you one.
Oh,
I know. I'm sorry. Seriously, I'm like sex toy Santa. I know. I love giving away toys to people. So as you probably do as well. It makes me so happy.
I give it to everyone.
Like, how could you not be happy? But I love the vest. I'm usually wearing it. I love it. I know. I wish I wouldn't. I think I actually have one in my car. I'm not kidding you. I like it a million toys in my car. But I was going to say, so back to you working with using sex toys with women. So can you explain from like a male perspective when you're with someone? Are you in a relationship now?
Yeah, I'm married.
Okay, you're married. Okay, perfect. So there you go. That's related. You guys are both married. That's great. We're not. What?
Oh no, I'm just saying,
we're Puritans.
I've been trying to get her married for years, but
yeah, I just don't. I've never wanted. It's never been on the bucket list.
I haven't known her to have a boyfriend more than a month.
That's not true.
Oh, maybe like 3 months.
No, I had for like a year. No, I've had boyfriends for longer than that.
Barely.
Before I knew you. I'm not into the relationship thing. It's not like my MO. But the point is, with your wife, for example,
We're both right.
we're both right.
Yeah, you and like us and you.
Yeah, whatever floats your
It's all
boat.
good. Like it's all working for me. Like we're all happy. We're all having great sex. Like to me, that's the glue that makes life great. So talking about like maybe some experiences you've had or how you've used it with if you're comfortable with that with your partner, with your wife, and I don't know, what toys do you use or what's been a cool experience?
Yeah, I think, again, just with my background, like I always brought toys into the bedroom with, previous partners, like before I was married, college, things like that.
Oh,
like
you must have had a lot of babes.
And
you're cute too, so like, Jesus, yeah.
You're going to make me blush. So, I mean, it was something that, again, I think that I was on that forefront of like, this is what I'm into. This is what we're going to do. Are you into it too? Oh, you're not? Okay, then we're probably not going to like, be down with each other for a while because like this is just kind of my thing and this is where I'm at. And then the people that are like into it, and then you're like, all right, cool, I found someone that's. And I knew my wife before we got together. We were at the same school together and we were friends and stuff like that. So she knew me, she knew what I did, and like I think in the beginning it was just something that you bring in and you talk about it, and then as it sort of progresses and I started to work for the company and we come out with new toys.
Give me an example though, like of you guys sitting down and how it feels to you to use a toy on her and like how that feels from a male perspective. It's not like you feel like, I don't know how you feel. I want to know from a male perspective who's used a lot of toys on women, doesn't matter, your wife or whoever, like what is that feeling? Like you're turned on, you're not turned on,
I mean,
you're waiting to get a blowjob.
For me, it's a turn on.
You're waiting for all to be over so you can get a blowjob. I don't know.
No, I mean, for me, it's a turn on. Like if even if I'm just watching her use a toy, because I enjoy watching her feeling good, being pleasured. Like to me, that's the ultimate turn on. Like that's probably the hardest thing for me is like if she's gonna orgasm and like we're having sex or whatever, it's like. If I know that that's happening, like I can see it, I can sense it, I can feel it, that's the biggest turn on for me. That's probably when I'm going to become like much closer to like my orgasm or possibly like lose it before I want to, because I like to see that. Like I like to watch her get turned on, and I know that vibrators, like they help us. I know clitoral stimulation during, with penetration is like the ultimate for some people. So like to me, it's like, it's an additive. It doesn't take away from me. It doesn't take away from the experience. Like it's just an additive, and it gets you to where I would hope that you would want your partner to be.
Exactly. Right. And then so it's really about watching, right? Like a lot of guys get turned. Hopefully that's you'd hope, or the men I'm with are like, where's your toys? Like, let's grab this, let's grab that. And the guys I'm with are like, I'm not into it. Or like, I'm not that into you. It's gonna happen. You have to like step over toys walking my house sometimes. Like if I don't know someone's coming over, they're every outlet they're like charting. Now I have an office filled with them too, so it's just a problem. But
she's running out of storage.
Well, when I first moved to LA, I had a storage unit. It was all toys. I'm like, I'm spending like $100 a month to store. Anyway, got an office. But I get it, because I just think a lot of men are just like, I I hope that it's changed. Like, I feel like in the 10 years doing this show that I used to, when I first talk about toys, have to always be like, okay, just so you know, like, it's not going to replace you. Like, it won't go with her to the farmer's market. Like, it doesn't, like, cuddle the sex toy. It's
Not yet.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that teddy bear. Did you see that teddy bear vibe?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
creepy.
He gave me one at the show and someone stole it. There's a vibrator that looks like has the nose as a vibrator.
What?
And he's like, and then you can cuddle after. I'm like, oh, okay.
Did you
Well,
see they
there
were
was this-
dressing him up too?
Yeah, like
That
different
was creepy.
outfits.
Yeah.
Yeah. But someone
No, there was
stole
this teddy bear.
There's certain things I'm
They-
still not into.
They had it at my old radio station in the radio, like in the studio.
Right.
And it just looked like a normal teddy bear, and like so people would pick it up and stuff like that. But you could actually have sex with it. It was pretty disgusting.
Have sex with, like, stick your
Yeah.
penis in. This is just for
Yeah,
clitoral
you could.
stimulation. Like, the nose
Yeah,
is
no,
like.
no. It looked like a legit teddy bear, but you could stick your penis in it, and then people would
Wow.
figure it out after they picked it up.
Okay.
And then,
Yeah, that sounds like this toy. I know
So
it's a
if
little
you're
weird.
into that, having sex with teddy bears, that's available.
Yeah,
for
check
you.
out the
So
teddy bear.
Google
I think
that.
it's just called, like, the teddy
I'm
bear.
sure it's on Amazon or something.
Okay, we have to just give a big shout out here to Fleshlight because we love them.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have your hand, oftentimes, and maybe a vagina or a anus. But really, the thing is, the Fleshlight is the number one male selling sex toy for men because it's a masturbation sleeve that mimics the sensations of actually
Well, you're
having
telling me
sex.
you're telling me they're doing all these advancements with it.
Yeah,
too.
the
Before it was just a
Kiru-
thing that you stuck your penis in, but
Right.
now like
Well, there's, like,
you're
the
telling me
stand-up
there's
training
like
unit.
this internet
that's-
stuff and
Oh, the Kiru, where you can actually like have interactive sex, where they make a fleshlight that's you can masturbate into.
which
and a
I
woman
think they
uses
took from the
dildo.
show because I was talking about it like 10 years ago on the air.
Menace
Like, wouldn't that
actually
be cool?
invented
And you're
it.
like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I go, sex through the internet. It's gonna be a thing. And then 10 years later,
It's 10 years. It's
here
true.
we are, and
Who would
it's
have thought
happening.
that you'd be the innovator?
Dude,
Menace?
I'm totally the innovator.
I know it's amazing. I know you are, and but you won't try flashlight. It's cool. So anyway, you guys check it out. You guys have heard me talk about it, and I'm telling you, there's never been one person I know that a lot of people in the show have bought them and used them, and no one's ever said like, "Why the hell did you maybe get this?"
Also-
They're like, "Should I try? What should I try next?" And our intern Eddie wrote a great blog comparing a bunch of them on the website. So go to sexwithemily.com, and while you're there, click on the flashlight banner, use code Emily, and you get a free bottle of their award-winning flashlight. Check it out.
Aren't you
Okay,
molding
yeah.
your vagina for them?
No,
soon or
hell no,
something?
I'm not doing that.
Oh, okay.
I'm not doing that, but I am going to Austin to watch some vaginas being molded. But I'm actually going to the music festival as well, the Austin City Limits. So
Oh,
that's
sweet.
going to be the highlight. But maybe also watching vaginas
I'm
being
supposed to
molded.
go to that, but I'm gonna be out of
Why aren't you
town.
going? You should go. Anyway, so back to you guys. Back to Sunny and back to
awesome.
Chad.
Yeah,
You
Chad,
guys are awesome.
So, what is the best item out of your arsenal that your company
Oh, you
provides?
guys brought me
Like,
toys too. What
are
is
you
the best
saying?
arsenal? Did
Like,
you bring me
what's-
the best one?
What's the
I don't know, did we?
best?
They did it.
It was producer Ryan.
Oh,
did it.
I mean, you know, for us, the Pocket Rocket, obviously, probably still number one, just vibrator.
Mm-hmm.
How do we explain
we
it's
have
a
the
battery?
we
takes
have
a
the
battery.
iRabbit, you know, which obviously has just been for like the last 15 years, you know, one of the best selling items. And then we have a lot of male items, like a lot of our male items and just sort of like classics, like our butt plugs and our dildos and a lot of our pocket pussies and things like that. Those are all number one sellers. We've worked with some of the best talent ever, like Sasha Grey, Belladonna, Jenna Jameson, all not in the industry anymore and still like perennial bestsellers.
Right, Jesse Andrews.
Yeah.
How do you cock rings?
I love
She
vibrating
lets-
cock rings.
Right, they're amazing.
Talk to the girl
Talk to
over
me.
here.
Yeah, they're great. You don't love them?
No, I love them. I use
they're
them, but
great,
she's
right.
like vibrating cock ring.
Go tell me, Sonny. I like them too.
That's my answer for everything. When anybody
I know
calls,
you're like vibrating cock ring.
I'm like, you're getting a divorce? You need a vibrating cock ring.
Right.
What? It's your first date? You need a vibrating cock ring. They're-
It's like a win-win for everyone.
Right?
Now there's so many different ones now, I believe, right? There's
Yeah.
like
Yes.
Trojan makes them, like disposable
Everyone, you can buy
ones and stuff, but
disposable, whatever.
What do you
Yeah.
like?
I like our Optimal. It's men's health and wellness line. It's silicone, which I really like.
Right.
And it's just really stretchy. It's got a good, strong vibration. The vibrator comes off, and they have a double vibrator, so you can get a little ball action.
Yeah,
and
men
a
like
little
the-
clit action at the same
Right,
time.
right.
Yeah, so
I
those
love
are my
it. So it
favorites.
stretches. It's one size fits all.
yeah.
So let's talk about men. Let's talk about vibrations on men's balls and penis.
Yeah.
You can go
Let's.
first. No,
Yeah. Chad.
Chad.
I just feel
Chad,
like
let's talk about your
I just
balls.
feel like
Menace.
we've been talking about I feel like
Yeah.
a lot of people listening to this show, a lot of men have not experienced it, and all I know is that whenever they do, they're like, "That's friggin' awesome! How come no one ever told me that vibrations are for men too, or for my balls and my penis?"
Yeah. I think the best way to start is definitely a vibrating cock ring, because I can only speak for myself personally, and then obviously other men that I've spoken to. Too much direct vibration for me actually can be a deterrent. It's something that I know men will experience like loss of erection with, because of it, especially because we haven't had it too much.
Oh, I mean, if you like you wouldn't put the magic wand on the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Make
even
it numb.
even like the bullets sometimes, like if they get like, if you're really like forcing it or trying to get it like really right on like your balls or something like that,
Right.
I wouldn't go that direction. I would definitely go with like the transference of vibration, which is felt very indirectly through a vibrating cock ring.
Right.
You know, you put it on your shaft. If you're a little bit more advanced, or if you're wanting to get the full benefits, you can, loop it under your balls as well. And the vibrator sits on top of your shaft. And again, while you're, engaged in having sex, you just don't feel it as much as like the woman might feel it. So it's just a very good like intro,
Right, exactly.
into vibration.
That's a
and
good
like that's a
point.
much better way to start, and then see, because
Like,
some
I'm not
men
going
are
to put
into
you
it.
on my Sibian.
No, some men use the magic wand like on
Let's.
their like underneath their balls.
Sonny
and stuff
can
like
come
that.
over on my Sibian, but
Yay! I'm excited.
no, but you're right.
Field
That is
trip.
a great thing.
I
'cause
wanna
they-
use this Sibian.
That's actually
Yeah.
been. They have prostate. I have like every attachment.
That's like
Oh my
a little bit
God.
above me, probably.
Yeah.
I'm not ready for
Hey,
that.
fine. Don't come
Yeah.
over and
We
use
need
my
a
Sibian.
slumber party.
Yeah,
I
you're
know.
gonna miss the Sibian party, man.
I am having a Sibian party. And you can come. You don't have to participate. I don't force people on anything, really. Okay, so that's great with the cock ring. So it is true. Just to explain it, that you wear it. It also can help men who are, have a hard time staying hard, have a
Right.
more challenging time staying hard.
Yes.
And what we're saying is that the woman's on top. Whenever you're wearing it, and it hits her clitoris just like how we like it. We need it. So we need extra clitoral stimulation during sex. So, any new exciting things coming out that you're excited about, or like anything changes that you think, or the market? What? Tell me. She looks
What are we
excited.
doing? Yeah, you look
She
excited.
looks so excited.
I do. It's not coming out for a couple months, but I love this name. It's the Man-gina, and it's
Whoa.
a dildo.
The Man-gina.
I don't know if I love
Right?
it yet. I got to try it on for a minute.
The
Okay,
term
go.
mangina has been around for a really long time, but they're actually coming out with something called mangina. Wow.
It's a dildo and a stroker.
Not just they, us.
Wow.
It could be a top.
Oh,
a
Deb Johnson.
bottom.
Okay, that's where they find it
Yeah.
out. Okay.
Isn't that amazing? It's not out yet.
So it's a stroker.
Okay, don't go get
It's
it
a
yet, the
stroker,
mangina.
And it's a
Okay.
dildo.
What if you already have a mangina?
I have to
Kidding.
see
I
how
mean,
this
like, if you
even.
have-
You need to.
I have to see how this even looks.
I think we have to send one
Yeah.
to
Men-
I'll s- yes,
I actually like what you
minutes.
said the other day. I saw something on one of our social medias. You guys said like half stroker, half poker.
Yeah.
I liked that. That was cute.
That's good.
You guys didn't tell me that ahead of time. You should have done that.
Surprise.
That item got a lot of play at the last show when we debuted it. I mean, it's something different. It's something interesting. I think it's a little bit more of like a fetishy item. It's definitely
Okay.
for people that are kind of into a little bit more of kind of your freaky, fetishy stuff. And we have a new, we produce 75% of our products are made in America.
Which
They're
is
made
amazing.
in North Hollywood at our facility. And
Right near your house, Mendes.
I
Do you
live
want to
in North
go?
Hollywood.
yes,
Yes.
dildo tourist.
dude, you got to come.
have to
Yeah,
come.
sweet. I'm
Yeah,
down.
dude.
Where are you, in the NoHo Arts District? You
I
look like you're in the fancy part of NoHo.
I do live in a nice neighborhood.
But no, so we make like I said, 75% of our products in America, and about 5 years ago we started making health grade silicone, which was a big move for us, and especially in the industry as well. And we just developed a brand new lifelike material for silicone. It's called True Skin. And that's something that we debuted at the show, and that's coming out in the next couple of months.
Awesome. Okay. That's
So that's
cool.
what I'm most excited
That's
for,
cool, you
because I
guys.
love to see the new stuff happening in
That's
our
really
facility.
cool. Okay,
That's cool.
That's cool. Yeah, you guys you're there on the cutting edge. I want you guys to help me answer a question from a listener. Is that cool?
Yes,
do it.
of course.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay, first of all, thank you everyone for emailing me feedback at sexwithemily.com. I love hearing from you, and it's awesome when you include your age and where you're from and how you listen.
Age, sex, location.
Age, sex, location. Thank you for breaking it down.
Old school.
I need a translator. Okay, so, hey, Emily and Emily's wonderful team. I'm a 23-year-old female New Yorker, and I listen to you all through iTunes. I've been dating my also 23-year-old boyfriend for 4 months now, and he's wonderful. He's the kind of person that brings a girl flowers and cookies if she's having a bad day and won't ask for anything in return. He's
Women
sensitive.
hate that.
Dude,
Women love
F
that.
you. Men is,
They say they love it,
dude,
but watch.
dude,
Keep
stop.
on reading.
Shut up. He's sensitive.
So great. He does everything for me, and I was gonna ask for anything, but
Okay.
he's so
sensitive.
boring. I need a guy that's been in jail or something. Go ahead.
He's sensitive and thoughtful and is all in all a great person. The sex with him is great, except...
No.
Go for it.
I really do not enjoy putting my hands on his really hairy back. Not what you thought, Menace. It's a complete turn off,
bad.
and I'll lose whatever we work towards if I touch his back during sex. I don't know how to tell him I'd like him to wax or shave his back because I don't want to hurt his feelings.
Yeah,
He has
right,
no
he's a
problem
guy.
with
He
pubic. He has no problem with pubic hair at any state of growth. I have no problem with pubic hair at any state of growth. I'm a little body hair adverse, and I'm pretty diligent with ladyscaping, shaving legs. Thanks for your help, and thanks for being fantastic. All the best, T.
Can I just?
It's a hairy situation.
Can I just answer?
Yes.
You just tell him like, hey, can I shave your back? He's a guy.
Or get
If he
lasers.
like, if he's
You
tripping
gotta
out
be
about it,
but if he's, you can't just say it.
subtlety.
You have to be subtle. How would you answer it?
I would say
back
that
me up on
I
this.
have,
He's a guy. He doesn't care.
Dude,
No,
you're
If
wrong.
it's a woman and he's because there's a lot of women out there that have hairy lower backs. Now that's a
Shit.
touchy
Who
situation
did he just
to tell
out?
them.
Who did he just out?
I'm like, do I? No one told me. Okay, go
There's a
ahead.
lot of them out there. Now that's a touchy situation how to get around that conversation. But with a guy, no.
No,
guy
that's not true,
cares.
though.
No, but there's
Because he
ways.
know. Okay, I'll go.
So,
Sonny, I love that
I
you're
would
here.
say,
And you
thank
chat, too.
Emily.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Oh my God, I love it. This is the best time ever.
I love you.
Yeah.
I would book a spa day for him and say, hey, I'm working out some treatments and they have this. And I don't know, would you be up for that? You know, maybe get your hair on your back.
That's just too
waxed?
much
What do you
work.
think?
You just tell him to shave
Why?
his back.
If nothing else, it creates an open
You're like,
communication.
they're going to lock you in a
He's
room
not
with these two
offended.
women that don't speak English, and they're
You
going to pour hot wax on your body.
How long do you
at
think
least
it's going
we
to
get to
take him before he
talking.
realizes every 2 months you're booking spa
Yeah, I
appointments?
know. Come on.
What did you say? Yeah.
2-second conversation.
No, but then when you have sex the first time and you're like, oh my God, your back is so good. I'm
I
gonna
mean,
give
I
you a
think-
massage
I've got
right
a great
now.
idea. You give him get it like a massage can or whatever massage oil, massage, and be like, "Oh, honey, you know, it'd be so much better without the hair. I think you could really feel it in your skin. Let me go get the razor. I'll be right back." And then you shave it in the shower.
And then you roofie him, and then
Yeah, exactly. But I think wouldn't guys? I don't know. I know a lot of guys who get laser to get wet, and they're down with it. I think you just gotta again. It's just like talking about sex toys. Just be like, babe, I think it. You know, let's just kind of get rid of this.
Yeah, I think you just have to be gentle about like she goes into the fact of like that she loses all of her like build up. Like don't go
Don't
there.
tell him that it's turning you off.
Just talk about it in like a much easier way about like possibly how he feels about it. Like have you ever thought about getting waxed? I mean, start the conversation because at the end of the day, like I mean, for me as a guy, like I agree with you. Like I probably wouldn't care. It just depends on how much. I'd be honest. It depends on how much back hair I had.
Right.
If I had a lot, I might just be like, we're just not going to go through this all the time.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
just
if you
too
get it,
much.
you
This is
get
too
it-
much of a hassle.
Right.
I like you do it. Just shave it off. I'm gonna lay
Get
down
it laser,
here.
but I think that you just can't be like it's a turn off. Like you never want to tell
Right.
either part, that something's a turn off. Like it just you'll never get past it. But it's like the whole compliment thing. Like our
And she
sex
also
life
has
is so
to
great.
kind of have some sort of finger on like how he feels about his body hair.
Like,
in
how has it not
general.
come
Like,
up?
is
How
he
many years-
completely comfortable with it? Is he
Does he love it?
semi-comfortable? Like,
Does he show it off? Does he have
yeah, like is he manscaping other areas of his body? Because if he is, then he's totally fine to shave his back.
Yeah, she said
Totally.
here that he is, right? A little bit. I don't know
Yeah.
how to tell him.
He can't see it.
He's
He doesn't
fine.
know how
He's
hairy it is.
24. I think she's like, babe, I got to tell you, like, our sex is so hot. I love having. Again, don't have it in the bedroom when you're naked.
No.
Never have
No.
these conversations. But it's like next time you're out and you're changing, like, babe. God, you're so sexy, guy. Like, I think it'd be hot to kind of like see your whole back and give you a massage. Like, let's shave this hair off or get waxed. Like how I do, I could wax my legs. Maybe we could do it together. You get home waxing kits and just make it light. All these conversations you want to have
it a
it light.
waxing
And if he has a good
It's
body,
waxing
you
part.
can definitely say that it would like look better without hair.
Yeah.
Which is true.
That's a good
Like,
point, too. Say, I
I don't
wanna be able
know
to
what
see
he
your
looks
muscle.
like, but if he has
Yeah.
a good body, then you can definitely go that route.
She could say I find back muscles really sexy,
Yeah,
but I can't see
absolutely.
yours.
Like I can't see yours.
I can't see yours through that forest of hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, there, we've got it.
Perfect.
Okay.
Now explain to me how, as a guy, that I can tell a woman to shave her back hair.
Chad,
Serious?
that's really
There's
tough.
more of a story
Walk.
here.
Huh?
There's more of a
Just
story.
get up.
No,
and
no,
leave.
no. I have a current girlfriend. I'm not talking about her, but I'm talking about. There's definitely a lot of women out there. If you just really look as
You buy her gifts
a guy,
to get a spa. No,
Yeah.
that is
Same
so,
thing.
It
I'm
is the
telling
same
you,
thing.
they're
Yeah.
out there, ladies. You should, take a mirror and look because
It's
you
not
might be an offender and you don't even know it.
Yeah, that's true. The back,
Yeah.
you can't see it. I
I'm
mean,
just
the
doing
thing
a public
is,
service right now.
For some women and some men, they
Thanks,
might not
Menace.
care at all. But
Yeah.
for you're saying that some men have a problem with it, and women
They
might
do,
not know.
but they don't know how to
Yeah.
have the conversation. Like, oh, you're wearing that crop top and ugh, like
Yeah,
I
you
can
know,
see it.
don't do the
can
This is
see
what
it.
how not to
I
do.
can see it
Right?
from
See,
far
I
away.
don't care at all.
You don't care?
Just rate it.
See what I'm
don't
saying?
care at all.
This is
Diet.
good because menace is like the
I'd rub it.
That's sweet. So you're not judgmental at all. But I guess
I'm
that
not being
all we're
judgmental,
saying
but
is that women should
they don't
just take a
know.
look and see how they feel about it. If
Yeah.
you have it's a public service announcement in the way that you might not know you have back hair, and if you do, you can take a look and see how you feel about it.
both
But how
people.
should a guy do it? I mean, if he's turned off by
Oh, suddenly I'm
it's
an
just
asshole
tricky.
because I'm talking about a woman having.
That's
black
not why
back
you're an
hair.
asshole.
Okay.
Maybe you should call it the happy
So many
trail.
other reasons.
Yeah, I know.
It is
Right?
tough. Don't you
The
think as a
happy
man,
trail.
has a man ever said anything to you that you were like, oh, that's offensive? Like, you know,
No.
yeah.
I
I'm
think
trying to
they're afraid of me, most of them. I'd
I'm
say,
sure, probably. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I was ever like offended. It's hard to.
You know, I have dildos, and I'm not afraid to use them.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. Okay. So did we answer? You're the when women to the man is
I
tricky, but
say
you got to
just
see
have
how
the
she's coming with it.
conversation. Just don't be afraid. Just have the conversation. He's a guy.
How about, babe?
He'll
I
be
think your
okay.
back is really sexy, but I can't see it with that hair there. So let's go
Yeah.
waxing.
Yeah.
Okay. One more question. Are there our next show here? Can we go? One more? I don't know. Okay. Like, why not? Hey, Emily, can you please recommend a quiet, discreet vibrator I can use with my husband during sex? I can only orgasm with my vibrator during masturbation and sex, but the one I have now, the Rabbit, is too loud and distracting. I'd love to be able to use it every time we have sex. Thanks so much. I love your podcast. I'm a huge fan. Sincerely, Jessica from New York.
Yay, Jessica.
Yeah, I mean, rabbits can be great. You know, they're not optimal though, like for partner play. So I think like a clitoral vibrator is great. I always love like the Jimmy Jam form too. I love the Jeju Mio. I think is that's a cock ring. The Jeju, the Mimi by Jeju, like a great clitoral vibe that you could stays in your hand, doesn't move around, silicone. What do you guys recommend? You guys probably have something great.
I like the pocket rocket or
I
the
was gonna say
iPlay.
that we always recommend the pocket rocket. The iPlay is
iPlay's
from
very
iVibe
ergonomic.
Select.
Right.
Is the iPlay like it's like a wee vibe kind of thing that goes in your or no?
No,
Oh, it's a
not-
clitoral.
Yeah, it's just clitoral.
It kind of lays on your mound a little bit and hooks over to your clit, and so
Okay.
it's really nicely ergonomic. It's about this size, and just so it might not get in the way.
I think
So
you
if
just
she
want to
wants
stay.
quiet, she wants
you know.
discreet and quiet, and she does.
Yeah.
Obviously, she loves the rabbit, but it sounds like that if she wants to have it during sex, that she needs a clitoral. Something
Yeah,
powerful.
you need
and
something. You need
discreet
something much
and quiet.
smaller, and So I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, for us, we always in that regard, I would always recommend the pocket rocket. It's easy. It's so simple, and he can use it, she can use it, and it's very powerful and it's very quiet.
Right.
Or vibrating cock
You don't think so?
Vibrating cock ring. Well, here's the thing. I love that. I
Or
don't.
vibrating cock ring,
I
of
haven't
course.
had one. A new one. I haven't had I don't want to say it's the pocket rocket, like a new one, and like a while.
Well, I would
Maybe
tell her to
it's
get the
quieter.
iRocket, which is from iVibe Select. It's a brand
Okay.
new line that we have.
And it's
so
yeah.
And I
And it's
love,
silicone.
I like the, I can't, after all these years, still the Mimi by Jeju because it looks like a little pebble and it stays in your hand and it doesn't move around and it's really strong. And it has a rumble and not a vibe. I like the motor in it and you just hold it and it works well. And it's flat so it hits like your whole pubic mound. All the, you can put on your labia. I love that part of it. I love because it's like your clitoral legs, just all that gets stimulated. It's got to really turn on. Okay, so yeah, but I love it. But the rabbit vibe is tough to use, I guess, during intercourse, and that's the deal. That's all we got time for. You guys
This
are
was so
awesome.
fast.
That's it.
I know.
Wow.
It was fun.
You guys are so fun. Okay, tell us all your social media
I
where we
like
can
it.
find you. Ask the doc. but
Right,
Then
Twitter
tell me
and
like.
Ask the
Don't look at me.
Yeah.
I know I've got it all here, but I'd rather your voice is so sexy, Sunny. You
Aw,
say
thank
it.
you. It's Ask the Doc Show on Twitter and on Instagram. You can also find us at askthedocshow.com. We're building a new fan site.
Love it.
On Playboy Radio /shows /ask the doc.
Okay, and we'll have all this on our website
Wow.
as well.
Yeah. And
That was
knew?
good.
thank you. for
Yeah, and you can
having
check you guys out on Playboy. But really, if they go to a website, they'll find it out. They can listen to it live. They
Absolutely,
can
yeah.
listen to the podcast. You guys
And
are
on
awesome.
DocJohnson.com.
DocJohnson.com. Totally. Okay, and then you can find all these toys that we talked
See,
about.
I knew
there,
one
too.
of them.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Menace. Find
Thank you,
Menace
guys.
at Menace across the board.
Yeah.
I am on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. All that is at Sex
And
with
Snapchat,
Emily.
Sex with
Snapchat.
Emily.
We're starting Snapchat today. It's gonna be a big day. Okay, thanks everyone for listening. Was it good for you? Email me feedback@sexwithemily.com. Okay, everyone, thanks for listening to the show. I have to tell you about a lot of you guys write and you're like, you know what? I wish sex lasted a little longer. My partner doesn't please me. It takes women we know anywhere between 20 and 40 minutes to orgasm. It can take men 6 to 8 minutes too quickly. You might come too quickly. Try Promescin. It's the only approved treatment for premature ejaculation, or if you just want to last longer in bed. It is promescent.com. You got to check it out. You guys, they've been with me for 2 years. I've been talking about it, and I know that it's changed thousands of your lives because you've all emailed me about it. So if you want to last longer in bed, it's something you don't have to take a pill, you don't have to do anything. This is like a topical treatment. You apply to your penis, you wait 10 minutes, change your sex life. So check out promescent.com, and thanks everyone for listening.